What's going on, everyone? Happy New Year. Nick back again for 2020, and our mission for this year is to get as many people into their first home as possible. And we are also going to add another strand to the business soon, which is coming real soon, hopefully in the next month or so, and that's going to be focused more around wealth creation, which is going to be really exciting, so I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, I just wanted to shoot this quick video and welcome everyone back for 2020. Let's get into it. Right, so what we thought we'd do today is start again from scratch. 2020, new year, new decade, and really get back down to the nuts and bolts. Try and get everybody through as much information as possible, but make it understandable, of course, because not everybody's in finance, and not everybody understands the numbers, not everybody understands the banks, and even we don't understand the banks really, to be honest. We want to try and clarify as much information for you as possible. So starting again off at the new year and at the beginning of the process is obviously our savings. And if you haven't seen the post that's on the Facebook page right now, we'll throw it in here actually, you can see that our KiwiSaver, preferred KiwiSaver provider, which is Generate KiwiSaver, is just crushing the game. Now obviously future results are not guaranteed of past results. However, you can see over the last 12 months that if you had your money in Generate KiwiSaver's Focus Growth Fund, has a pretty much 20%. That is incredible. 20%, do the math on that. You got 100 grand in there, 20%, 20 grand. For nothing, for doing nothing, for just making a good decision. So what we want to talk about and focus on again today is just that KiwiSaver stuff, and making sure that you are contributing to your KiwiSaver. Now, I've ran into a few people over the holidays that weren't contributing to KiwiSaver, and the reason was they wanted to take that money and put it elsewhere. And hey, by all means, absolutely do that. You might be paying down some debt, maybe you want to set up another fund for something else, whatever the reason may be, that is great. However, one thing they didn't think about, which I thought was interesting, I guess, was that the employer's contribution which is another 3%, they basically lost it. So they lost the 3% pay rise, and they hadn't really sort of thought about it. So as soon as we sort of did the numbers on it, they implemented it back in, and they just contributed the minimum. Now these people already own their own homes, and they weren't looking to use their KiwiSaver for anything other than retirement. So being the fact that retirement was so far away, they thought that they would use that money for something else, not really thinking about that 3%. So that was something that was really, really important. And once we'd sort of thought about it and looked at the big picture, they re-implemented it again. So now if you're using your KiwiSaver and you're buying your first home, we're using that as our savings account. So now the average bank savings account, I think you're earning 1 point something percent, maybe some bonus interest if you're lucky, and that's if you don't take any money out. So if you had 20% on your money, it really is a no-brainer to use that KiwiSaver. So looking back at the picture as a whole, we just want to focus on KiwiSaver at the moment, getting into the picture, getting your savings right and getting your money right, making sure that you're making a decent contribution as well. And one of the other things that I have actually come across with our clients and our people and our fans is that, how do we calculate these contributions, how much is going in, and I know we throw the numbers around, there's 3, 4, 6, 10%, whatever it may be. So now KiwiSaver is calculated on your gross income, which is the amount that you get before anything's taken out. So if you get $100,000 a year, then 10% of that is $10,000, and that is how much will be going into your KiwiSaver. Now, if you think about $10,000 versus $3,000 from a 3% contribution, the amount is $3,000 is going to take you a long time, right? So if your KiwiSaver sitting at 60 grand and we know that we need 100 grand, then we've got 40 grand to make up. We need to get that as fast as possible. And so what we want to think about is increasing those contributions as well. So pretty much wrap that up there. Obviously there's going to be some questions. Fire the questions down below the video, fire them down below the post on Facebook. Send me a message, phone numbers in the post, send me a text, Facebook message, whatever you want. No questions too small, and see you guys out there.